Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a young man named Elias. The village was poor, and life was hard. The winters were long and cruel, and the summers were short, leaving little time to grow food. Many people in the village had given up hope of a better life. They accepted their struggles as fate, believing nothing could change. But Elias was different. He believed that no matter how hard life became, he could find a way to keep moving forward. Elias had a dream. He wanted to learn the art of stone carving and create beautiful statues that would bring pride to his village. But there was no one to teach him, and the villagers laughed at his ambition. "Why waste your time on such foolishness?" they said. "We need food, not statues." But Elias refused to listen. He knew that motivation was not about waiting for perfect conditions. It was about finding strength even when everything seemed against him. One day, an old traveler passed through the village. He was a sculptor from a distant land, known for his wisdom and skill. Elias saw this as a sign. He approached the old man and asked if he would teach him. The traveler looked at Elias's rough hands and simple clothes. "Do you really think you can learn this art?" he asked. "It takes years of patience, and many fail before they succeed." Elias nodded. "I am willing to work hard," he said. The old man smiled. "Then meet me at sunrise tomorrow." The next morning, Elias arrived before dawn, eager to begin. The old man handed him a chisel and a block of stone. "Begin carving," he said. Elias hesitated. "But I don't know how." The old man replied, "Neither did I when I first started. The first step is always the hardest. Fear stops most people before they even begin." Elias took a deep breath and struck the stone. The chisel slipped, leaving an ugly mark. He tried again and again, but the stone resisted. His hands grew sore, and frustration crept in. The villagers mocked him as they passed by. "Look at him wasting his time," they sneered. Elias felt his motivation slipping away. Maybe they were right. Maybe he was foolish to try. That night, as he sat by the fire, tired and discouraged, the old man spoke. "Tell me, Elias, why do you want to carve stone?" Elias thought for a moment. "Because I believe beauty can exist even in the hardest places. I want to prove that struggle does not have to break us. It can shape us into something stronger." The old man nodded. "Then remember that. When the work feels impossible, remember your why. Motivation is not about feeling strong every day. It is about remembering your purpose on the days you feel weak." The next morning, Elias returned to the stone. His hands were still unskilled, but his mind was clear. He carved a little each day, learning from his mistakes. Some days, he made progress. Other days, the stone seemed to fight him. But he no longer let doubt control him. He focused on small victories. One strike, then another. Years passed. The villagers stopped laughing when they saw the figures emerging from the stone. A lion, a warrior, a woman holding a child. They were rough at first, but over time they became lifelike, full of emotion and strength. People from other villages came to see Elias's work. They offered him money, but he refused. "I did not do this for wealth," he said. "I did it to prove that no obstacle is too great if you keep moving forward." One winter, a terrible storm struck the village. The snow buried homes, and food became scarce. Many lost hope, but Elias stood before them. "We have survived worse," he said. He showed them the statues he had carved, each one a reminder of perseverance. "These stones were once cold and unyielding, but we shaped them. Our lives are no different. Hard times do not define us. What we do in those times does." The villagers found new strength. Together, they rebuilt their homes. They hunted and shared what little they had. And when spring came, they planted new crops, believing in a better future. Elias continued to carve, not just stone, but the spirit of resilience into the hearts of his people. The old traveler returned one day and saw what Elias had become, not just a sculptor, but a leader. "You have learned the greatest lesson," he said. "Motivation is not about never falling. It is about rising every time you do. It is about finding meaning in the struggle." Elias looked at his hands, now scarred and strong from years of work. "The hardest moments taught me the most," he replied. "When I wanted to quit, I remembered why I started. And that was enough to keep going." And so the village thrived, not because life became easier, but because its people learned to stay motivated even in the darkest times. They understood that hardship was not the end. It was the raw material from which strength was built. And Elias's statues stood for generations, silent witnesses to the power of perseverance. The lesson was simple but profound. When things get hard, do not ask for an easier life. Ask for a stronger mind. Remember your purpose. Take one small step, then another. And never, ever give up on the belief that even the toughest stone can be shaped into something beautiful. This is how you stay motivated, not by avoiding the struggle, but by embracing it. Because on the other side of difficulty lies greatness. And every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory.